welcome back to my channel. Always happy to find you here. If you're not a subscriber, you can subscribe anytime while watching this video, including right now. You don't have to wait to get to the end, and I hope you do watch until the end. I just wanted to piggyback on the last video I did regarding Phaedra Parks on The View, in which she was giving her view about being happily single and not married anymore. And I was making reference that how the Housewives franchise doesn't really match the name of the franchise, Real Housewives, because so many of them end up getting a divorce, and few of them are even married while they're on the show. They become single or they get divorced, and how the reality TV divorce rate is so high because here you have these cameras following you, like constantly following you and hearing everything all the time. You only get so much time, my understanding, by which the my chain is here, by which the cameras are off. So here you are being almost under siege, I'd say, all the time. I'm piggybacking on that because I said the Real Housewives, but in reality, it's all of reality TV. In reality, it's all of reality TV. It's all a reality TV. It's the same thing even with the most famous of them all, the Kardashians. I mean, how many times have they been divorced and in another relationship or dating another guy? And it's always the next celebrity. And there's a rotation of men, I suppose, in the relationships. The same things with the Bachelor franchise. I would think, and I thought the Bachelor and slash Bachelorette franchise was to find you your suitable potential marital partner, but few of them get married. They horse around and play up for the cameras, and they build their brand, and they, promote their propaganda, and then they use the show, and the show is using them, I'd say. So reality is not necessarily reality in this sense, but here is what I wanted to present now. And that is when you amplify that type of emotion, that type of engagement with others, that type of energy, you can't falsify that or turn it off when the cameras are off. Because what they want, the cameras, the producers, or the producer of that segment, they want energy because they want the audience to stay tuned. What's going to happen next? Is it going to be a train wreck? Is somebody going to, oh my God, throw the table or throw a glass of wine against it? Just take a bottle and throw, all that kind of thing. Nonsense. It's immature, actually. But here we are, a chain to it. When you do that, even as an actor in which you are portraying a real version or parts of your life in reality, it's hard to disconnect that and go back to the real reality because the facade piece follows that now. And, so I'll just put it this way. I am such an energy person, meaning the energy that you emit, the engagement that you have with people, how you present that and how you evoke that, how you can have a conversation by which you are even a testy conversation, because we can all have challenging conversations. If you don't balance that energy by which you're trying to communicate to that person, it by itself can create prolonged conflict because the person may or may not respond, and that would harbor some resentment in them, or they may respond in a way you don't like, and that will bring on a discourse or an argument, or they'll challenge you altogether, and that can break things up. So the communication piece. So when they're in it and they're arguing and fussing and fighting and being, outrageous, it's got to be outrageous with everything. When the cameras are turned off, they have to come back to their sense of normalcy, but that has to be amped down, way down. You can't just continue to do that. So this is why this personal branding methodology, I'll say, this way of becoming more famous now. Every time a person is seeking fame, what is enough fame? When is fame enough? it's almost like saying, what is enough money? And the answer to that is there's never enough money. It's according to most people. But to that I say, what is enough by which your happiness doesn't have to be sacrificed? Or the love of your life doesn't have to be sacrificed? Or your home environment doesn't have to be embedded upon? Or your children's household doesn't have to be split? By which do you draw the line for that thing? To safeguard and harbor that is what I'm saying. Because certain things to me are priceless. My principles are priceless. My relationship with my mate is priceless. My relationship with people are priceless. People come before profit to me. Now that may sound whatever that may sound. But this is why when you have a standard, you can still be fun, loving, energetic, out there, having a great time, but you don't let anything surpass that standard. And so throwing tables and filing for divorce and putting my relationship at risk is not an option for me. It's not an option. This is why, to me, every one of them that went in there with a semi-broken relationship went straight to divorce court because the pressure pushed them there. They were already broken. They were already semi-unhappy. It pushed them there. Even if they had a healthy relationship, that type of stress and access to animosity only sits on you. Who wants to be around such an atmosphere all the day? The cameras follow you all the time. You only get so much time without them. So the industry of reality TV that slither within the bigger industry of Hollywood can really, really tap a good, solid, regular, normal relationship. So when you go in it and you think you're going in and say, hey, we're just going to go in it for 1 season or 2 seasons, build our brand, set up our following, promote our products and hang out. You got to see at what degree that is going to actually impact you and your relationship with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, with your partner, with your spouse, because it costs a lot to be the boss, doesn't it? So protect your energy by any cost. It comes first. I love you. I love, did I say I love you? I guess I feel like saying that. Okay, have a good day. If you got this far, please click like. Please click subscribe. Bring your friend with you next time. Good night. And yeah, I do love you.